Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. I think we are good to go. Hey everyone, hope you guys are all having a good day here. Thanks for joining us. It's been a big day for Bitcoin here. Inflows continue to roll in here. We still haven't broken out, but that's what we're hoping for earlier today. Let me change up something on my headphones here very fast because it's acting up a little bit funny. Let's see. Let's see. There you go. All right. Sorry about that. Took a little bit of a second here. Hope you guys are all having a good day. My headphones are really acting up right now, so let me try to fix it again. I don't know what the heck's going on with these things. There we go. Smart control. Oh. There we go. I don't know. It was a weird thing. All right. Hey, Umbrella. Hope you guys are doing well. Hey, Daryl. All right. So before we get started, Loki's over here, and he does want a little bit of a treat, so let me give him one. There we go. Good old peanut butter treat here. If he can find it, he'll find it. Good. There you go. All right, good boy.
You really mustn't, darling.
I like how he thinks he's gonna get two. There's nothing left. Yeah. All right. All right, everybody. Let's get down to Bitcoin here. Sorry for the rough start to the stream. It's been a very, very long day. Oh my gosh. All right. So. Let me take these off for now, actually, just to make it easier myself. Whatever's happening to my headphones, it's annoying the crap out of me. So basically, today is a big day for Bitcoin. We're either going to break out or get rejected today. It's going to be one of these two things, and I think that makes it very exciting for us. Because, of course, if I zoom out a little bit more, we're still looking for that 72,359 level here, and that's where I'm looking for some larger moves here, as we've already known for the last few days, right? So, 4-hour chart. Stochastic RSI, they're looking okay. They're not bearish yet, but I mean, they are getting pretty close here. So I'm really hoping that we can kind of get a pump up sometime soon, so we don't have to continue to consolidate and come back down here towards 70,000 bucks, right? So still hoping that we can kind of hold on here and then try to continue moving on. Daily chart, still bullish. Want to keep that clear. 4 hours seems like we're getting a little bit bogged down, if you will. And hey, Lock Sky and Gianluca, there we go. And hey, SA and Jonathan as well. So today is that big day for a lot of us here. I'm hoping that we can break out. 4-hour chart would suggest we're not going to break out anytime like in the next few hours. It kind of almost feels like it's going to happen tomorrow, but within today's candle, if that makes sense. And then from there, we start moving back up. Not really, to this Fibonacci level. We're going to be moving past that, in my opinion. And then we start moving up here towards the highs, closer to 73,569. It's not too far away from where we are right now, like I said before. But if you guys are looking for trades, you're still doing a lot more day trading right now. Swing trading is definitely going to be something more of a meh, we'll see how it goes, right? We'll see how it has to go here. And the main reason is, again, we've already had that breakout. We're hitting that resistance right now, and we're going to have to break out above that resistance. It's not looking likely at this point again for the next few hours, but I think we can do it sometime later on in today's daily candle. The dollar index is coming back down. That's what I like to see. This is kind of giving me the optimism that it might happen sometime tomorrow. I wish this was a 1-hour chart so it actually just break down sometime tonight, but we'll see. You can see we bounced, coming back down here gradually, and I think there's an opportunity. What's so interesting about, I would say, about this one right now is that when you see Jesus, what's wrong with my voice today? When you see Bitcoin here, guys, we're at that level of resistance and we're heading for a massive catalyst next week. I'm really hoping that we can break out before that catalyst gets us going. So let's say we break out here, bounce above like 74,000, 73,000, and then the catalyst is what makes us move higher after that. Remember, guys, here, next Wednesday we have CPI data. Thursday we have PPI data, and I believe on Thursday as well we also had Fed meetings, Fed minutes. So those are all massive events that happen every month, and this month we actually have two things happening at the same time, which is just going to cause a lot of good news or a lot of bad news. It won't be like, it was just okay. Bitcoin, in my opinion, should be skyrocketing around that time, or dumping. I would say skyrocketing, excuse me guys, Jesus. Skyrocketing, just because of everything that's been going on here with the ETFs, inflation coming down, or at least not being as high as expected. I think that's probably a good way to go here. So I'm hoping for those types of moves. And hey, Locksky, thanks for joining the Ruby level member again. Ruby level again, excuse me. I appreciate it a lot, my man. And hey, Walter. Yeah, sorry guys, it's been a freaking crazy day. I've been doing a lot of stuff after that expo down in Austin. I've been having meeting after meeting after meeting after meeting, and I'm trying to, like, you know, figure out where I'm taking the channel next, how I get more sponsorships for the channel, and what type of events I should be going for, like, you know, whether it's like Bitcoin Nashville or, you know, Token 2049 in Singapore. I'm trying to figure all this stuff out and just kind of get on the right track, I would say. It's definitely been something I'm not used to doing. Let's just say that. That's right here. Oh, yeah, here we go with the up and down takes. Well, yeah, that's what usually happens during this time, my man. I want to give you guys an idea of what to be doing no matter what happens. That's the whole point of trading. You have to have a plan depending on what goes on. For instance, today, we're bullish. We're hoping that in the next few hours, you know, I would say next few days, really, we break out above this level of resistance and then we go higher. But in case we don't, you guys have to have a plan for what happens next. It's just so you guys know how to day trade, because most of the stuff here is day trading. You go over to maybe like a 30-minute chart. There are tons of shorting opportunities and long opportunities every single day. It's just good to know where those levels of resistance and support are. And hey, Thomas, happy to see my man. And hey, Francisco, looks like things may be getting good soon. I'm hoping so. Like right now, look at this. So the weekly chart, as you guys know, is still pretty bullish, right? We haven't gone green on the MACD and stochastic just yet, but excuse me, the RSI just yet. But the stochastic is green at this point. Let me actually shrink this so you guys can just see the overall trends here. There you go. Right, red, red, green. Last time we really got kicked off here, where everything was looking really, really good, was back over here in February, and then before that was all the way back over here in October. October was a massive rally. February was a decent rally, but I think it was kind of like late to the party, if you will. So if I were to bring this back here very fast, right, February, right here, kind of late to the party after that big move, but ultimately it still was a good opportunity to buy in here. That's one of those other reasons I'm saying I'm going long at this point. Go over here to Fair Desk. Let me actually pop this up here. Let me go over to the stream one, so you guys can actually see the side here. So right now the dollar cost average portfolio is up around $680. It's a pretty good spot, I would say. Still hoping that we can see some more growth here. I know I'm pretty happy with it overall, like I said before. But when I scroll down here, you're going to see a lot more green than before. A lot more green. Look at this. Now there's still red in here. Don't get me wrong, but you know, a few weeks ago, this was all red except for like maybe 3 greens. We've gone from 3 greens to a whole bunch of green here. So let me see. ZRX is still down a little bit. XRP still down. I haven't been dollar cost averaging the XRP because I'm just kind of waiting for it to move. I'm assuming the lawsuit will end eventually, and then things will kind of go better from there. World Token's doing good. WIF is doing okay. Excuse me, World Token's just doing okay. WIF is doing great. True Token's doing great, up 93%. SLP up 34%. Sand is still down a lot. Same with Mana here. Those meme token ones have, Metaverse token ones, gaming ones, have not been performing well at all. However, RLC, this one's still up around 13%. I'm hoping this goes up a few 100%, honestly. That's why I've invested a lot more money in here. Mana down, like we talked about. Lux is down 20%. Link is up a little bit. Anything up a little bit more here? Lever is up around 60%, which means about 30% really. Let's see. We never actually had a clear breakdown here either. This thing kept on coming up with that support level. It actually managed to hold. That's actually what we wanted to see happen with Bitcoin too, and Bitcoin managed to hold too. So now we're starting to see it come back up a little bit. I'm waiting for that larger breakout here, but I mean, I bought at a really good time, so I'm pretty happy with the way Lever's been treating me so far. And if I buy this again, I'm going to have to average up, which is going to be pretty interesting to see as well. Anything else really giving me a good return? I mean, Bonk is up 100, Floki's up 80, Pepe's up 92, Shiba's down a little bit. She was up yesterday, I believe, so it might be cooling off a little bit. Ape is down 20%. I'm really hoping Ape is going to take a big move here, guys. It's just been taking way too long. This. Maybe I should have dollar cost averaged more. Maybe that's my bad, but I was really hoping this thing wouldn't have taken such a massive tank that one day. Like if I go over here and look at ape token, let's go to maybe the 4-hour chart. Look at how much this thing dropped here on this move. Let's just go from this like little where it started over here to the bottom. Look at this. Fell down 38% in like 1 day and 8 hours. That was crazy. So I bought a little bit. My average I think is okay, but I'm not going to see some profit until it really starts to grind higher here. And even starting today, MOG is up a little bit here today. That's nice to see. It's mostly been going sideways, like I'm mostly going sideways here, looking for a breakout. Turbo had a rough day yesterday. It's trying to have a breakout again today. We're seeing some positive moves. A lot of tokens are really at support levels or resistance levels and not so much are floating around. The ones that are floating around typically are the ones that I'm not looking at. If there's a token right now like Turbo, which is at big level of support, I'm more likely to buy this either now or when I see the next breakout happen. One of those two things. A token that's maybe doing pretty well here, it might be the Flokies of the world. There you go. I mean, look at that. That's 4-hour chart doing well. It's holding the support level. I might not be buying this at this point in time. I probably just let dollar cost averaging it still, or maybe even thinking about selling some of it here. But yeah, look at that. We're at a big level of resistance right now. We're trying to break out above it. I mean, if it does break out today, I mean, that would make it go really high. You might even be able to get zero off of this in the next few months. It'd be very difficult, but I think you could. So Floki is definitely something else I'd be watching here too. This thing has just started to go parabolic out of nowhere. Pallady token, this one actually managed to hold on pretty well, coming back up a little bit more. Yeah, I mean, that one's fine. Good, I would say. Excuse me. Oh, and plus GameStop actually had a good day today as well. I tried to buy some of that FFIE, the Faraday Electric Company, but my deposit hasn't settled yet, so I have to wait like 3 to 4 days. So I'm going to try to buy it every day or every couple days, maybe Friday. Yeah, and this popped up around, oh, actually this was down 4% today, so that's good for me. It still came down. It had a little bit of a high point here, but yeah, I'm going to try to buy this, I think Friday. It's what I think the earliest I can actually buy this here. All right, there we go. All right, back over here to the one. Let's see. Yeah, it feels like Bitcoin's having some issues right now, really trying to break out. I wouldn't be surprised if we have to test down before making that larger move up here. There we go. 15-minute chart should do for now. Let me see what you guys are talking about here. And hey, Carlos, appreciate that, man. Today I'm actually all over the place. I feel like I'm pizzazzing because I've been so busy. I need to take a little bit of a chill pill here. Maybe I'll put some music on in my ears and it'll get me to calm down a little bit. I'm usually not this pizzazzy as you may or may not know, right? And hey, multi-stacker, happy to see you, my man. How many opportunity plays do you find a week? I only maybe find 1 or 3. It depends on, I guess, what you're looking for as far as trades. Like, actually, no, define opportunity plays, because those to me, that I'm thinking of like maybe 4 or 5 different like settings in which that might apply. Are you talking about like meme coin opportunities? Are you talking about just like day trading opportunities, swing trading opportunities? Or are you talking about like a new token that you kind of find while weeding out everything? Let me know and I can probably answer that question. You might be talking about the last one. That's what I think you are, but I'm not entirely sure. So let me know and I can help you out. Spell token has been doing good. I like Spell token primarily because it's a metaverse play, which I don't have many of those, honestly. It's mostly like Spell, Mana, Sand. And then it also has a very, very low market cap. Those are really the reasons I bought into it. And I'm hoping that if Mana, and Sand do really well, Spell token can really have a much higher return on investment over the next few months. Let me do something here. There we go. The thing about Ape token is it's literally Ape token. I know. People go crazy with that thing or they hate it. I even think there's there's something going on in New York right now. NFT New York. Did I spell New York wrong? No, yes I did. I heard some friends of mine talking about this. April. Oh, it already passed? I thought there was another NFT event happening. April, May. Yeah, it already happened. Oh, what am I thinking about then? Am I thinking about NFT Las Vegas? NFT Las Vegas has merged with Rare Evo. So it is in Vegas. Okay, this one's in Vegas. What is that? Oh, it's in August. Okay, August 17th. Oh, I don't know which one I'm going to, because there's another event in Singapore. So that means I'd probably be going from Vegas to Singapore, which would be absolutely freaking wild of a trip, because you don't have to like wash your clothes and stuff, right, before you do these double legs. It's 18 hours. Okay, I might be going to this one in Vegas too. And this is the one where I think Ape, like, hey, there you go, Ape Society. That's what I was going to tell you. I think a lot of these Ape tokens are definitely going to be moving a lot more over there. I don't know much about the NFT spaces. I told you guys a lot before, but I do think I should be able to get some tickets for this for free. $800 for the VIP, and then $300 for the general admission. Maybe I can swing a VIP ticket to this one. I think that could be pretty fun. VIP entry, seating stage, priority access to workshops, VIP merch bag, stuff like that. Yeah, maybe I can go to here. I'll see. I mean, you guys know me. I'll never turn away a trip from Vegas. I just love Vegas too much. As far as some of the news going on today, let me actually pull this up to the daily videos. Bitcoin is still actually up today, so I want you guys to be happy about that. As much as we've been going sideways, we're still going sideways and up, which is always a little cherry on top, if you will. Bitcoin will be the best investment in the world for the next 18 months. Don't believe me? Watch this. As far as I'm concerned, it might not be the best investment. I'm sure there's always going to be something that can go parabolic and crazy. I mean, heck, a meme coin could be the best investment for the next 18 months. You never know. But I think Bitcoin is going to be a solid investment for the next 18 months. I believe, when we're talking about all these tokens that I've been buying up here, Bitcoin's been great, don't get me wrong, but it definitely hasn't been the best investment. I would say it's been the most stable investment as it's been consolidating for that next leg up here. If there was one thing I'd want to hold, I would say it'd be Bitcoin, though. If I was to choose between all the coins out there, it'd usually be Bitcoin. Then you got your Ethereums and Solanas kind of as a combo play there. Some of the things that are moving today, I was trying to find out more, but there's been a little bit of a calming down period here, I would say. Stacks is moving up, MNT's moving up, Crow's been moving up, INJ's moving up. PYTH is up a little bit, and Axis Infinity. I'm looking at some good moves here. Let me see if there's anything actually popping up on the top 100 though. Let's see. Bitcoin Cash, Near, Tron, Chainlink. Whatever the heck is happening right there, I'm not entirely sure. But it seems like a lot of stuff is good over the last 30 days, except for Internet Computer. This one really needs a turn on. I'm hoping this one will have a really parabolic move at some point, which is again why I'm invested in it. Let's see. Might get that green Rolex, great taste. I know. Okay, so I have this bad habit. I'm trying to budget myself for the next few months because I've been spending a lot of money going out places. So I'm trying to budget myself. And what I've been doing over the past few months is I've been investing in a lot of clothes and stuff like that. You guys, like I said before, are going to see me do this weird transformation where I'm not so... my personality stays the same, but I'm going to start wearing nicer clothes, fitting more into that influencer mold, and see how that works out. It's kind of fun because I didn't want to just show up and pop you guys, say, hey, act all crazy and new and different all of a sudden one day, and you guys just what the fuck, who the fuck is this guy? So I'm telling you guys the small shifts I'm making to get my brand out there more and have more fun with it. Because my personality isn't really changing too much. I have ADHD, there's no way to freaking change that. I'm a pizzazzy type of guy, as you might put it. A good guy to have drinks with, apparently. But I am going to be changing my appearance a little bit. So the watch is going to be one thing. After that, I'm not going to really buy any more rings. Maybe I'll buy one more silver ring. I'm not really much of a gold guy personally, but that's just me. And then I'm getting that suit for a lot of episodes, and I'm going to be getting some bespoke shirts here pretty soon. So that's been costing me a pretty penny. And then also I have a bunch of money. I've been saving up for a nice editor. Pretty soon I'm about to start spending about $200 to $400 every week just on paying an editor to make me some really good content. I'm not entirely sure how it's going to work exactly yet, but I have the guy. He's been good for me in the past, and I'm gonna give him not a full-time job, but a consistent work, as you might put it. So I'm excited to see how things go. Call us some Wu-Tang. No, I don't even know what I'm listening to right now. It's Little Dirk, apparently. But music in my ears calms me down a little bit, especially when I'm running late. My brain is like fried with stuff I've been thinking about all day. It can wear me down. You got perks? Oh, there you go. People keep leveraging the high. I mean, yeah, I don't know. The best way I found to make money in these environments, if you guys are new investors, like I said before, is simply to just dollar cost average. It's the simplest thing you guys can do, and I think it's the best way for you guys to make money. And you guys can just diversify it as well. You guys can just buy Bitcoin. You guys can just buy Ethereum. I think those are really solid choices. But typically, I like to just buy a little bit of everything, and I'll allocate more money to Bitcoin, or allocate more money to Ethereum, whatever. But then I also have my large investments. Like right now, one of my larger investments is Floki. This is 80%, and it's up $187. This is up 100%. This is only up $83. It's just kind of how I feel about a potential play. Now, Bonk is obviously doing better than Floki, so maybe I should put money in there. But you get the point I'm trying to make. Pepe, I wasn't even too hot on Pepe. You can see how it's up 92%, but it's only up like 17 bucks. It depends. I'm not so hot on Shiba Inu. You can see that it's down like $5 off of 6%. It's like a $100 investment right there. Ape token. See, I was kind of optimistic about that one, mostly because it's down so low, and I'm still am. API 3, that one's up a little bit. Arbitrum, I was up on that a lot, mostly because I'm an Ethereum lover right now. AVAX, down 24%. Some pretty small ones, But then you got stuff like this, Seller, not doing crazy. RLC, it's up 76 bucks off of 13%, rise. Those types of things, or even a true token, stuff like that. There's varying levels of me buying into this stuff. How much do I want a dollar cost average, etc. But yeah, people do usually over leverage a little bit when it comes to this because everybody's so excited. Right now, as I told you guys before, YouTube is not pushing out any of my videos all too much, and that's because I'm posting too much. And I'm trying to figure out the best way to go about this here. So let me show you this very fast. So I posted this earlier, right? And YouTube's not posting, like giving it as much views and whatnot. That's primarily because I've been posting a lot more content over the last few days, like a lot more. Now I took a little bit of a break during Austin, but basically, all this stuff I've been posting, plus all the shorts, plus the lives, I think it's kind of getting tired of me posting so much. So I'm not going to slow it down, but I'm trying to figure out the best times to post the videos and how I can get them to be more noticed by people, right? I think that's probably the best way to talk about it. I'm not entirely sure, but you get what I'm saying though. 45's new prison NFT. Oh, he has a prison NFT. Oh my gosh, that'd be freaking hilarious. Do I have any XCN Visa invested at 30 million into this project? Maybe a sleeper. Oh, do I have any XCN Visa invested 30 million? Sorry, my brain is not working that well. I do not own any of it at this point in time. Let me actually search it up for you. So that one is XCN. There we go. Low market cap here. So 56 million. Having not a bad day, not a good day either, but not a bad day. It's only down 1.5%. Website. Okay, I thought I messed up on the first try. So the backbone of decentralized Web3 protocols. NFT lending, XNC staking, Meta USD. Probably Meta USD is where I think they're probably going to be investing the most in if they're Visa. Decentralized governance of the utility token of Onyx. XCN holders can stake, vote, and pay for services on Onyx. Treasury DAO. Oh yeah, I see they got some partners already. You can buy it on, you can't buy it on any, okay, you can buy it on Coinbase. That's the only exchange I have access to. Let's go over here to Twitter. All right. They seem to have a solid project here. It seems like at least a little bit of investment. It's definitely much more of a long-term grind at this point, though. But yeah, it seems like it'd be fun to buy in a little bit, maybe $100 or so. Yeah. All of the above. I find gold every once in a while, but I like short-term flips or crazy drops that you can latch onto. Typically, so when I find tokens that I can like really like go into for the long term here, I feel like that's maybe once a month at this point. Usually something has to drop into that range during a bull market, so everything's going high. Oh, it's already too far away. You got to wait for those suckers to crash, and then you can really go, ape into them, so to speak. So I don't really have a complicated one here. Which one is that? Oh, that's Telegram. Oh no, we were here. Yeah. So let me see. There you go. Move my volume down a little bit. But let's see. Like for memes, for instance, there's only so many memes that I can watch that are about between 100 million and like $500 million. At this point, it's like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. About 24, 25, right? And most of the stuff is what I'm looking for at this point in time. I could even go down a little bit more into the 89s and so forth, but I need to be able to, find it. So even within those, where can I actually buy those? Can I buy them on an exchange? Like MAGA tokens not doing so hot, Maneki tokens not doing so hot. Where can I buy these things? That slims it down even more. So it's very rare that I actually find tokens in there. Usually right now you're looking for tokens that have actually had a really good 30 days and 60 days, and they've moved up in market cap from the low 90s to the 80s, and they're going higher. Think of what we were talking about with Turbo. Turbo was around like what? So I put my little back pad on. Turbo was around $80 million market cap when we started buying it up, and then all of a sudden now it's like whatever it is now. Now it's at 396 million. I mean, fantastic, and it's probably going to go back up to like 600 million here soon enough. But yeah, when I look at tokens and stuff like that, it's maybe once a month at this point, unless we have a pretty drastic drop. And right now, everything is not dropping; it's going higher. When you're talking about day trades, maybe 4 or 5 a day that are pretty solid. Swing trades maybe once a week at this point, because again, overall we've just been going sideways. You have to really wait for it to hit that top part or the bottom part of the channel, and then you can buy and sell based off of that. Or you can go with, I guess, altcoins, but altcoins a little bit different. So let's go over here to Bitcoin. Let's just go over to let's go over here. And let's go over here to Bitcoin. There we go. All right, so we can do with a basic move with Bitcoin. You can see that. There you go. Overall, Bitcoin's still green. We're red here, green here, red here. So I'm not really thinking about swing trading all too much. If I'm swing trading this type of play, I'm like, damn, something great is happening in the future. Which you could do it right now, but I'm just like, why not just wait a little bit? Because I've already been accumulating my own separate position from this. But again, you have to go in here. You have to find out where everything turned good. Right there, that was fine. And that was still green. Okay, so move this over. And then this probably ended right here. There you go. Everything ended off. There you go. Okay. And even the stochastic was done up before them, but we'll leave that alone for now. So when you're going over here to something like a swing trade or a day trade, boom, a change of character. Green, green, green. That's fine. You have to find that old level of resistance, which can be kind of hard sometimes. Oh, geez. What is that old level of resistance? There we go. There we go. There we go. And then, of course, there. Okay. So when we're going over here and we're looking for these levels of resistance, let's say you wanted to buy right there, you're selling right there and you're still pretty happy. But again, it didn't turn green until here. So 4-hour chart, where everything really turned green here is right over here. So right around there. So you buy right there and you sell right there. That's on a 4-hour chart. That's going to be about what? A day and 20 hours. Kind of matching up with what I talked to you guys about day and 30 hours here. Not day and 30 hours. A day and 12 hours is my usual time. But yeah. So those little trades there, breakout structure, same type of thing. These lines aren't exact, so just bear with me there. But you buy right here, you can sell right there. It turned into a level of support. You can play it up high with a break structure. You can do all that type of stuff. But typically, you know, you can only do those every so often. And then you hit some of these. And right now you could tell why I'm like not doing many trades, because these haven't necessarily been the greatest of moves. This one was okay. This one I would say is okay because it hit resistance. This one really not worth it in my opinion. This one really not worth it. Why are you buying so close to the resistance level? It just doesn't feel that way. I even did a video way back over here. I was like, this dip feels kind of different. I'm going to stay out of the market for a little bit. And I waited and then, you know, just dollar cost averaging during that time because it just didn't feel right. And then of course right here, once this happens, whenever the oscillators start to kind of trickle down, you're not doing anything, not trading, not buying, not selling. I'm kind of just holding. And so far, it's been a pretty good return on my investment by just waiting. You know, but right now it's, you know, swing trades when you're holding for just longer than 24 hours, not like days and days and days. You might be able to find a few of those a week. Day trades, I think you can find like 4 or 5 a day. You just have to look for them and hope the setup is correct. You know, you can look at a 4-hour chart. Let me go back over here very fast. Look at a 4-hour chart, and you're going to do the same thing where you're saying, okay, well, this is turned bullish right here. Right at support level here, buy. Then you go over to the 15-minute chart. You pull up that resistance level, whether it's right here or right there. You buy right there after it turned green, and you could sell here, or you could try to sell there. I'm selling here. So you have those. And of course, if you want to trade the breakdown, you can do that too. But again, it was bullish, so I'm not going to usually do the shorts. This one didn't work out too well. It's not really there's a little bit of bullish activity here. You probably have to look at the 1-hour chart. That's why when I have this set up normally, this one that I show you guys, the day trading step one, I haven't had it set up in quite a while because I've been using it for too many examples on the channel. But when I have that set up versus Bitcoin, this is a 4-hour chart, this is a 1-hour chart, and this is a 15-minute chart. Forget about the oscillators for now, but that's why I usually have these things all set up this way, so you guys can kind of see what's going on here. You can see some things are bullish, some things are bearish, yada yada. You can also turn on the smart money concepts if you want the colored candles on. No. And that way, put it on here. If you bought right there, that was good. You know you're in that green. So when you see that actually occur, when was that? On the 15th of May. Right here. When you see that happening, I don't know why it's not green here as well. There you go. You see that working out. At the time, you probably saw some type of breakout pattern, like you're seeing this breakout pattern happen, and you're good to go. No, 4 hours good. Green is up. The daily is good. The 1 hour is good. Now, the next time the 15-minute goes, you're probably going to be buying up here as long as, oh, actually right now we're looking at breaking down. So again, this is where you got to kind of maybe zoom in a little bit here. It's usually what I'm looking for though. That type of stuff. Oh, I guess, yeah, maybe not buying because again, you got this big level of resistance. Kind of depends on what you're looking for here. But even with day trading, I think if you had an opportunity, I would take it. It's just, again, you're at that large level of resistance. It worked here. This one. Let's see. No, still at that resistance level there. Yeah, makes it more difficult when you had a large level of resistance. But I would say most of the time it works out pretty well, especially if you're going to be doing these types of trades inside of it. I'll take this over here, though. Because you can mix, you can put like Ethereum for each one of these, you can do Solana for each one of these, and usually it does pretty well. Like Ethereum, I'd say Bitcoin is my favorite, but you know, there you go. Ethereum breakout, you buy right here on the 1 hour, you're still grinding up. 4 hour chart, it broke out a while ago before that other breakout, so again, you have another opportunity to buy. It's been green for a hot minute here on the daily chart, so again, you're still good there. On this chart right over here, after the breakout, it's fine. Usually, again though, be careful with the 15s. Might even have to change this up a little bit. You might just be looking for the... Do they have one on here? You might have to look for the swing ones and not the smaller ones. The ones that actually have the straight lines. Let me see if I can put this up here. Or the blocks, no. Don't know know what it is. Well, let's not worry about it now. But yeah, so there's a few different ways you guys can think about it though. I prefer Bitcoin because what Bitcoin, you know, when Bitcoin moves, so does everything else. That's the way I think it's, most people think about it, I would say. Yeah. But it's basically that way that I trade like with the oscillators and whatnot, which is why it's so a little bit more complicated, because I have this on my square monitor here, and I have the like the ultra wide monitor all through here, and this usually goes over there, and that's how I'm able to kind of keep track of everything. It kind of looks really squished down here, but even if I were to go over here to the final one like this, you know, if I was to zoom out a little bit more. Now, again, this is just so you guys might be able to see what it looks like when I'm looking at it on my other monitors. You can keep track of the oscillators as well. So once everything's aligned, everything's fine. You might even add a weekly chart on top of this if you wanted to have 6 or 8. But I think it's like, it costs more, doesn't it, for the premium membership? I mean, I pay for it, don't get me wrong, but you guys don't have to pay for it. Let's see. I mostly pay for the premium one just because I want the second tickers every now and again. Yeah, there's nice easy ways to kind of see what's happening. You kind of see that working out right now. You know, it's fun. Let's get back to 100. Boom. There we go. There we go. And of course it makes everything look ugly now. There we go. Let's get this out of the way too. Which one was this though? No, okay, there we go. And on that small one, you can even see Bitcoin breaking down a little bit right here. Not the end of the world, we're still green, but you can see it, right? And hey, multi-stacker, happy to appreciate that for the algo. If you guys haven't already, make sure to hit the like button. I gotta start promoting the like button like crazy because people don't like the streams, like anything. People in general. It's not just crypto people. I don't think people in general just don't click the like button. So please click the like button, guys. There was a wick on Bitstamp chart on Bitcoin to 69,600. I don't know why it did appear only on the exchange. Oh, remember, every exchange is different. So if somebody starts to like tank, like if they just sell all the Bitcoin on one exchange, that one exchange will feel all that selling pressure. All the other ones may have a little bit of a panic effect off of that, but typically that one exchange is where you're going to see all of the actual trades at those lower levels. It happened a while ago. If you guys recall what exchange it was, we had Bitcoin go all the way down to like $10,000 or something on an exchange because some guy decided to sell 80 million Bitcoin all at once, like a market trade, not a limit order where people like chew through the wall. No. He just decided to sell everything all at once. It was crazy. I don't know how they do that. Could have been a female, I don't know, but it is just wild. But yeah, somebody was able to have their limit order bought at like $10,000. So, you know, if you guys ever want to go down that route, have a little bit of a YOLO attempt, it's there. I'm on Shiba hard since 2021. Can you imagine my portfolio? I mean, it's probably been a lot more sideways overall. I think Shiba Inu is something you want to hold and wait for it to have that parabolic move, right? I'm still hoping for Shiba to have that really, really big move. It'll happen eventually, but until then, it's a lot of patience. So, like, for those of you guys that might be new to the channel, one of the things that I like to do with you guys is like to dollar cost average. You know, we start dollar cost averaging through a level of consolidation. We sell after it spikes and go really high, and then we start dollar cost averaging all over again. So right now, this position that I have right here, there you go. It's up around $630. Okay, we've been putting like $500 into this portfolio every week for a while. You can see it's up to like $6,500. What might that be without the stuff? Well, who knows? But because of that, we were down at one point like $1,200-1,300. Over the past month, it was up to like down to like $1,000. Now we're up like $629. So this is like the easiest way I know for people that are looking to get into the crypto markets as a beginner. That's the easiest way you guys can make money, especially because it's been like a very slow moving bull market. So we've actually had these consolidations. That's what I love about these charts so far this year. It's like we've had these really big like hiccup moments, like, hey, let's take a breather, you know, go up to here. Oh, let's take a little bit of a breather. Let's take a breather. Tons of opportunity to buy. Oh, Breakout, let's go. We can go swing trading. We can go long. We can go day trading, whatever. It's good. Pop up over here, get rejected a little bit. You break out. Oh, time to buy again, you know, to have some fun with it. You can sell up here. You can sell up here. And I'm hoping, again, this is a big hope because, you know, every time it's kind of guessing to see what that next level may be. But we are hoping that Bitcoin can try to go up to here towards $103,000, $104,000. That's the next big step. If Bitcoin even starts making it up here to 90,000 bucks to 95, that's where I'm going to start scaling out a portion of this position I have over here. I know you guys can't see it, but that's what I'm scaling out because I'm hoping that a lot of these altcoins will still be going a lot higher. The problem I have with some of these altcoins, which is why I'm like, I wish they would have gone higher, is you can see with ApeCoin, it went pretty low compared to the lows we saw back in 2023, you know? Now this is a daily chart. Let me go over here to a weekly chart. This makes it a little bit easier to show you guys time. You know? There's a lot of tokens that went back to those real low points. I don't know if altcoin season is going to make it go all the way past this or what's going to happen here because it's kind of interesting. There are tokens like the meme coins. I'm really investing in those because those suckers keep on going to all-time high, all-time high, all-time high. I'm going to be definitely just loading up into a lot of those, of course. A lot of those. Let me see right here. But yeah, that's kind of the goal for now. Michael loves this. Especially like, I do love you guys a lot. That is true. And hey, DD, oh, we just broke down Bitcoin just now. Oh yeah, 104,000. Again, it doesn't happen all within 1 week, but it does, you know, it does take about a month or so, and we do usually get to that next level. And hey, Jason, what do you call it? Everything with every crypto person says it's all kind of a speculation, but so far those Fibonacci levels have been doing very, very well. So I've been happy with them so far. Don't be afraid to scale out before that 100,000 resistance level, though. Make sure you're scaling that as it goes up. Or that's what I do. You guys don't have to do anything, but that's how I usually will do it. Last time I made a mistake of hitting this button right here that says close all positions. And yeah, it closed all the positions all at once, and I was just so, I was so pissed off. I was so pissed off because a lot of my trades kept on running and I just missed out on the opportunity to sell them for more. It was absolutely rough. But I think in the next few days, I'm going to be starting another sponsorship with a new exchange called CoinW, and they're going to give me, I think like 500 bucks to invest. I'm also going to invest 500 bucks of my own money into it, and I'm going to create a new portfolio for you guys so we can try to see where that one goes. We're going to think of a theme for this one because I think for CoinW, I might as well just make it like a complete meme coin theme. I'm thinking maybe meme coin with something else. I don't know what the other thing might be though. Maybe it's all just meme coins. You know, it could be meme coins with Bitcoin. I don't know. But they'll all be like 2 to 3x leverage plays. I'm thinking 2x because a lot of these meme coins have already kind of ran up quite a bit. So I don't want to be caught chasing too many of them going forward here. Hey Mike, I think Matic is at quicksand. Is it doing nothing with all these moves? Oh yeah, it's been abysmal. Yeah, trust me, I get you. Oh, I'm sorry, boy. I'm sorry. Keep on stepping on his poor little paw here. I know we talked about it the other day. Right now, it's kind of gearing up for a move up here towards 87 cents, but really, it hasn't been doing anything. Like, remember that we actually had a breakout that happened a while ago. Remember this? And you see when it finally broke out, it went up for like a couple of weeks and just died back down. It was absolutely abysmal. Everything was good here. Everything is good. But what happened on the, the 12th and whatnot, inflation kind of kicked our butt. Interest rates kind of kicked our butt. So this is something where I'm going to continue to hold it, but I am not dollar cost averaging a bunch of money into it. This cycle is just not vibing with Matic, not vibing with ADA and a few other tokens out there. And, we kind of have to just accept it at this point. But I'm sure when altcoin season does kick off, like formally, I think it'll reach all-time highs. I think get back up here. I don't know how much higher it does, after that though. You go over here to coinmarketcap.com. Let's go over to your basic setup. There you go, Matic. Matic hasn't been the best, year to date, down 25, 90 days down 40, 60 days down 19, 30 days down 2, 24 hours up 1 hour down 22. I mean, look at this. NIR is up a lot. Bitcoin Cash is up. Tron is up year to date. Uniswap is up. Litecoin's up. Pepe is up. Internet Computer is not up. Now, that's not surprising with Internet Computer, but I still buy some. Leo's up. DAI is up. Oh, no, DAI, that's something else. Ethereum Classic's up. Casper's up. Render's up. There's a lot of stuff that's up, but then you got stuff like Atom. Same thing. Filecoin, same thing. Money's just slowly been funneling out of those, and I'm not entirely sure why. I don't really follow the business side of Matic or Polygon, but I haven't really heard much good news about them. I'm not saying I've been hearing bad news. I just haven't been hearing much good news about Matic at all. And you know, it's a struggle for it. Arbitrum, that's something I've been buying a lot of. Not doing so hot so far year to date. Crow, doing good. I'm happy with that. Go to crypto.com. Of course, you want to own that. Monero, even. Floki, up a lot. OKB, down. You know, AR. It's been kind of rough here. And again, this is why we have to build our own watch list and kind of see what's going on. That watch list I made a while ago, the buy during the dumps, you know, it's been kind of mixed. Dogwolf Hat, 2100%. Fetch AI, 200. Ajax 183, RLC up 96, Ocean Protocol 71, Fall 65. Then you go down to the bottom here, there was a couple plays that didn't really work out for us too well. And that was Internet Computer and Ontology. Those ones still have not been the good ones of, you know, I loaded up into a lot of this stuff here, a lot of it. Since then, I have sold my Ajax and I have sold my Ocean Protocol, just because they're going to be melding into that new token. I put a lot of the money I made, Jesus, into RLC, a little bit into Fala, and a lot into World Token. So, you know, I got money where I needs to be, but there's definitely been some plays where they haven't been doing so hot. And of course, I do have another one that this was much more of a high risk one, I would say, right? Low market cap. That should tell you how risky everything is. Year to date, let's go to the other side. Now, I never bought this one because the market cap never got to a spot where it would be on an exchange so I could buy. But like Astrofer, that one's down 85%. Vita is down 80%. Huobi token is down 77%. I don't even know what happened to Huobi. Like, I know that exchange. I just don't know whatever happened to it. Litecoin down 76%. Castilla Network down 74%. There's a lot more risk in these ones. UFO token, I probably have like $500 in UFO token. I'm still hoping it does well, but it has not been doing anything as of late. I own like $200 in Starl. That one's down. What else do I own here? Audius, that's down 25%. I own a little bit of that. StormX, I own some of that. Reef, I own some of that, but it's not about breaking even here. Anything else? Decentralized games, yeah. Doge on Mars, yeah, a little bit. Baby Dogecoin, I own some of that. Spill token, I own a lot of that. RLC, like I said before. Trustverse, I own some of that. So, I mean, there's been some good plays here. Not everything has been kind of crazy, but that's why you want to have your high risk stuff like this, and you want to have your, like, you know, where do you want to put a lot of your money into? Buy during dumps. That's the stuff that's already moved up quite a bit, actually having a nice dump, and you can kind of ride that on. And again, most of these actually done pretty well. There are some that didn't do too hot, like Internet Computer and ONT. So I lost money on these, made money on these, and I'm overall pretty happy with it. But Matic definitely falls into that category of just not doing hot this year. I almost treat it almost as like an XRP. So if I go over here, XRP, look at that. Kind of, you know, you're waiting for it to have that big move. Maybe it's going to do it eventually. I'm hoping. Whenever that move happens, we'll be happy. But it's definitely been something more of like, hey, I don't know if I'm going to be selling this and buying this for the cycle. I'm just going to do a little bit of swing trade. I'm going to buy while it's low, sell while it's high, and I'll kind of see what type of profit I can get out of it. Not so much of like, oh yeah, this thing is going to make me a bunch of money type of play. Matic has definitely been a disappointment, like so many others, right? But heck, you know, Dogecoin was a disappointment for a while until it started to really pop up here. And it's kind of funny to say, like, you know, Dogecoin's doing better than Matic. Dogecoin was abysmal last year. I mean, like, come on now, guys. This, as one of the main Dogecoin channels out there, Dogecoin was just absolutely insane. But you know what? It's curling back up now. Everything is looking pretty good with it. Times are good. But there are some tokens that just haven't been able to really sustain that move. And mostly because Dogecoin has a much higher market cap. We were very, very lucky that managed to hold, because that thing might have gone all the way back down to like, what, a penny or something like that, 2 cents. That would have been sad as somebody who likes to actually have a Dogecoin stream running 24/7. Hey, also for Matic, here, let's open up the page for you. You can actually see what it is. They articulate it much better than I do, to tell you the truth. All right. Website. Web3 aggregated, enabling an infinitely sociable web of sovereign blockchains that feel like a single chain powered by ZK tech. You can build on it, stake, and use Polygon X ZKEMVM. Beta mainnet is the next chapter of Ethereum scaling. Support the most widely used Ethereum scaling ecosystem. So it scales Ethereum basically, so you can kind of build on top of that. Seems to be the main reason for it. A decentralized rollup that leverages private data storage and local transaction execution because privacy scales better. If you say so. Goodbye emissions. That's a new part to the website. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Think of a place where you can build, you know, your projects in a eco-friendly way, I guess nowadays. Eco-friendly really hasn't been my vibe though. Eco-friendly companies have not been doing great this year. Not just crypto companies, like total. And hey, DK, not a big fan of CoinW. I'll let them know that you think it's slow though. Whenever I work with a company like that, it's always nice to kind of give feedback to them. And hey, I'm happy to see you, my man. Let me know if you have any questions. See it here. All right, there you go. If you guys want me to look at a coin, you guys have to tell me like a time frame basically, because I'm not going to do like the whole daily whatever. The people I do like the deep technical analysis for, those are like members that like pay $1.99, and I just kind of go through the whole loop with them. If you guys give me a token, I have no idea exactly what you're asking about the token. Long, short, resistance, support, you know, 5-minute chart versus the daily chart. I honestly have no idea. Let me get rid of this here and this. I want to see what's actually going on here with Bitcoin. Bitcoin price has come completely untethered from search traffic. We are at 71,200. Nobody is searching for Bitcoin. Yes, some people are using ChatGPT, but the simple fact is that this has been an institutionally driven bull market, and we may still be very early in the process. Well, yeah, people don't have as much money to invest in Bitcoin. I think that's pretty obvious. And 2022, you know, when this happened, I think we forget how much money was in the system here. This is when Bitcoin was new. This is when people had free money to invest in Bitcoin. This is where only the wealthy, that the people actually save money appropriately, have money to invest. For those of you guys that actually have money in Bitcoin, you've managed to save some money. A lot of people out there don't have enough money to save, and I really want to point that out. You guys have done a great job of actually just saving money and being able to invest. Because putting your money to work for you, that's something that not many people are able to do, like ever in their entire life. It's very, very hard to do so. That's why we see people, unfortunately, like, you know, working into the 80s and 90s and stuff like that, because it's very, very difficult. Eco has been co-opted. Putting the earth first is true eco-friendly. Yeah. I definitely can understand that. It's just that if you want to be eco, you want to be an eco crypto company, or you have to be eco stock, whatever, you have to be profitable. You have to be able to make money. I don't think people understand that. You know, when they buy into, like, hey, you can support it by buying a few stocks, but don't like put your whole portfolio in there, because again, it still has to make money. Oh, Plan B. I wonder if he has any big news here. Jim Cramer, there is no way Bitcoin is going to 1 million. Oh, this must be a fake tweet the way it's all designed here. I can already see the community note at the bottom of it. What's Plan B talking about here? Excuse me. Let's see. Oh, let's talk about... Okay, that's not crypto related, but that's okay. And still under 100K, something has to give. New mine to Bitcoin 450. Bitcoin purchased by ETFs 12,508. Well, yeah, there's still tons of Bitcoin for them to be bought, though. Eventually, yeah, it is going to pop, but we'll have to wait to see how that works out. Front page, breaking front page telegraph, COVID jab made of Plan B, what you talking about here? My forward guidance for 2024-25 has not changed since October, when Bitcoin was below 20K. Rising to April 2024, having around second S2F model value 55K. Pump after halving. We haven't really had a massive pump after halving yet. I would say we actually had a good one. Bitcoin crosses 100K. Oh, 2024. Okay, that's good. Tapping 72K is the fuse that set the start of a liquidation cascade. 1.5 billion of short positions ready to be liquidated, all the way up to 75K and all to all-time high. Huh. So he's saying 72K is where liquidations start to occur. Let me see this. Yeah, he's right. Yeah, at least on this chart, yeah. I hate looking at it like this, but yeah. Let's see. But still relatively close. But I mean, who would want to have a short at this time? Honestly, it just feels so risky. Like, you're just afraid the short's gonna get destroyed here, since it's at this big level of resistance, and momentum has definitely been taking over here. Hey, Mike, are you going to buy back into NVIDIA's next week's stock split? No, I'm pretty much scaled out of all of my NVIDIA over the last, what, like 2-3 days, like the last bit of it. I probably have like maybe $2,000 left in NVIDIA. It's gone too high, too fast for me. I like it a lot. I'm putting the money into other aspects of the market here. It's been great. It's been fantastic. It went up so much that I sold already. I bought back in, and then I'm selling again. That's how great NVIDIA has been. So I know I usually sell a little bit too early, hence the last time I had to buy back in. But yeah, NVIDIA's ran up so much where I'm just like, I'm okay if I don't get any more. Maybe I'll leave this last little bit in there to see where it goes. But honestly, it's just ran up too much, too fast for me. I think eventually the AI boom is going to die off a little bit, where it's not going to be so much chip, dependent. And then from there, the price will fall back down to a respectable level. Then I'll maybe buy up a little bit more. But right now, it almost feels like the 2021 spike, and I want to sell at the top, somewhere in the top region, and then after that, I'll be happy to buy back in. But NVIDIA for me, it's just the market cap is too high. The market cap is way too high. I have a lot of plays out there right now. Like Microsoft is one of my favorites. I moved a lot of my money outside of Apple over the past couple of years. I just haven't been liking Apple recently. Every time you go into the fundamentals, it's like, headwind. Oh, they got into politics against China. Dude, don't be so dumb. They've been doing a lot of stupid stuff. So Apple, not my favorite here. But tech companies, like a Microsoft, Google, much more likely to buy into anything with dividends. I've been happy to buy into those types of companies. But NVIDIA primarily, it just kind of been, it can't keep going parabolic like this. Eventually it is going to have to go away, which is why I'm just going to have a little bit of position left in there, but I'm not buying anymore of it for now. Not anymore for now, at least. And hey, Productions, I appreciate it a lot. Making any plays with GameStop? I bought 2 shares, up $10 so far. No, I don't usually trade GameStop all too much. What I'm going to do is, there's another short squeeze opportunity. Oh, high short interest stocks. There you go. The Faraday Future Intelligent Electric. That short interest is up to 96%. I want to buy some YOLO calls on this that expire sometime in August. So what I did is I put some money in my Webull account, because I haven't used Webull in forever, but it's easy for me to screenshot and just kind of share with you guys. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy some on my phone when I can, which I think is either going to be Friday or Monday. I have to wait for the cash to settle. And then we're just going to kind of watch it and see what happens. But it's going to be options. So it's going to be much more volatile, much more YOLO-y, if you will, because I can just literally go to zero. But I'm excited to give it a shot. So this Faraday one is the one I'm looking at this point in time. Again, a huge gamble. Don't take that gamble with me unless you guys are like completely willing to lose all the money. You can buy like one option for like 10-15 bucks. You can make it play like that. Or you can buy like, 10 options for $100, like what I'm going to try to do. Maybe even just 9 if I can afford 9, because you have to pay the contract fees and stuff. But yeah, it's it's going to be a gamble for sure. Short-term leverage swing on Chainlink. I'm at $17.17, looking for take profit and stop ideas. Make sure that you already have that take profit like already in your mind when you actually do the buying position. But I can always help out with other stuff too, though. But make sure you already have an idea. Excuse me. Chainlink. They actually had a very good party at Consensus last week. Short-term leverage swing on Chainlink. I'm in at 1770. Okay, so right now it looks like it's trying to hold on top of that 20-week moving average. That's just good to know. You have some support there. Looking for a bounce off. So your stop loss is probably around 1745, which isn't bad at all. It's a really good stop loss. Now the daily chart is turning bearish as far as oscillators are concerned, so just be aware of that. The 4-hour chart just turned bullish, which is kind of nice, but again, turning bearish on the stochastic. So if you bought some a little bit ago off of this dip and you're kind of hovering around the support level, let's do a baby Fibonacci just so we have some clarity here in case anything matches up with one of these levels of resistance. Oh, there you go. Sorry, it was glitching out a little bit. All right, so your first opportunity, I would say, if you're scalping, which you said you're scalping, short-term leverage. You didn't say scalp, you said short-term. It can be a few hours. We 1783 up here at this resistance level, which I think is going to be the largest one. I might even skip this one if you believe this is going to break out. There you go. If you believe this is going to break out over the next couple hours or so, you know, a few like 5-6 hours, honestly, you're probably going to be looking for something around $17.90 or closer to $17.98, $18. I'd probably have the sweet spot be up here if you're looking for a nice short-term play. If you're looking for something longer, Bitcoin's going to have to break out. This is going to have to break out as well, like we talked about. And then you might just be aiming for up here close to $18.19 to $18. I think that'd be another good spot right there. But what I'm looking at here is a golden cross, a lot of sideways action. You know, as long as you have that stop loss, I think you're fine. But really, most people are going to be selling around the 18-cent range just because that large level of resistance right here. You might even cut it down to $17.95 or so. 2-minute chart, how's this looking still? Yeah, still bearish over the last half an hour or so, or a few hours or so, see me. You just need this to break out before you start making some good profit on it. It doesn't look bad though. The daily chart makes me think it's definitely more of a day trade though, and not a swing trade opportunity. So you might be holding for maybe 1 or 2 days. After that, you know, even 2 days is a little bit more, There we are. Crow with knife. It's a popular meme coin right now. It's definitely something you just want to be putting some money on as a bet and just letting it ride as far as I'm concerned. The name just makes me laugh every time I see it, but there we go. There you go. Yeah, Crow with knife right here. 60 million market cap. I've been seeing it more and more and more. Very low price, very, very high risk, of course. But if you can swap for it, or you can find it somewhere, you know, I'm sure you could have some fun with it. Just be careful because it is going to be a higher risk play. I mean, it's up 27% right now. You want to be buying this and holding it. Primarily, you want to be buying this after a major crash. That's how I like to do it. Those crashes can definitely be something that you want to be aware of. We have a dividend payout for some of the Bitcoin ETF on the 8th to 10th. Oh, that's good. Hopefully people don't sell during that time. If you guess incorrectly, would your position go to 0 on or negative on that file FFIE option trade? No, so options don't go negative. They just go to 0. It'd be go to 0, it expire, and you get none of your money back. So yeah, it'd be going to 0. That's one of the reasons I like options, because you know it can be going to 0. Leverage. I mean, I don't have a trade open right now. That's actually you know, when you look at these things could go down to like negative 200%, negative 300%, negative 400%, depending on how much leverage you have. So, you know, it's much more risky doing leverage than options. Well, that's not exactly true, but depending on how you do it. But yeah, it can, options only go to 0. Leverage can take you well below 0, well below 0, well below 0 there. Move this over here very fast. There we go. All right. So let me just see what Bitcoin's up to right now, or excuse me, the market's up to overall. So right now, Notcoin is popping off a little bit. Casp is still doing good, and Pyth is still doing okay. Mostly everything else is just okay. Oh, and Floki still seems to be doing good. Do I even see Floki right now? Oh, it had a little bit of a break here, so it's curling back up after that. People really don't want Floki to fall down here. They're really trying to save this sucker here. Mog is doing great. Turbo's trying to get back up here again as well. Excuse me, Jesus. Carbonated drinks, who would have known? Popcat's down a little bit, but overall still sideways here at a support level. It seems like everybody is attracted to the meme coins right now. They just can't help themselves. So, you know, a lot of you guys might be spending some time on Dex tools because of all the new meme coins coming out. Miro's up 3-4% right now too. Yeah. meme coins definitely seem to be where all the money is flowing at this point. I mean, Bitcoin's still important, but again, if Bitcoin's going sideways, that opens up the door for a lot of meme coins to just go up, or a lot of tokens in general just to go higher and higher and higher. Still having a good time there, right? Do you have any interest in meme coins that will be dropping on Caspa? KRC20 should be around the corner. I've heard 4 projects so far: Casper, Caspa, Castone, and Nacho. I mean, I'm typically not of the meme coin breed of people. I'm not used to it. I am now getting involved in meme coins. I'm trying to figure out how they launch, where these hidden groups are, where you can kind of like, find stuff and I can tell you about it, have a good time buying it and, selling it. But typically when you guys are going into meme coins, you guys have to understand it's like at the beginning stages, it's a very, very huge risk. So like with most of you guys might just buy $30 or $20 worth of those meme coins, and you guys aren't looking to just like toss in like $5,000-$10,000. Because if you go on Dex Tools and you see different trades, oh my gosh, people are going crazy with them. Like maybe here. So what's a good pair right now? Hot pairs. Live new pairs. Give it a second. Okay. Pool variation. Okay, Pierre. I don't know anything about Pierre, so this is okay. This is a 5-minute chart. This is a 1-minute chart. This is a new token that was just launched. It has a market cap of $80,000, which is very, very, very tiny, okay? Like so tiny, I wouldn't even touch it with a 10-foot fucking pole, okay? However, if you bought it in the second minute here, you could have been up 89%, or you could have been up like 47% where it is now. You never know where this is going, but you can see here when you're looking at people's trades. Somebody put in $1,000, somebody sold off a little bit here. So you already got people selling off a lot of money here, like, down 1,000, like selling 2,000. Somebody's buying a block. Somebody that was bought over here, they're already selling right there and taking their money and running basically. So they're just so risky because you see all the buys, you see all the sells in there too. It's a real crazy game being played by these people. Especially those people that are doing like $5,000-$10,000 investments. That's why I think a lot of you guys just tossing $20, just tossing $50 if you want to go down that path. But again, I'm still learning that myself, so I don't even know if that might even be a rug pull in 10 minutes. Honestly, I don't know. That's why I got to learn a little bit more myself about meme coins on that level. If you're talking about technical analysis for like Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, Turbo, Mog, Milady token, Floki, Pepe, Bonk, something like that. Yeah, I can do that pretty easily. That's simple stuff. But when it comes to finding those tokens at a very, very low market cap, there are different people out there that will have content on that. But when I say like, let's look to which meme coins to buy. All right, Bull Runners, top 10 meme coins to buy right now. Crypto John, top 5 meme coins to buy in June. Huge potential. These guys probably already know, or they might even already have a small position in the tokens when they bought it at a 80,000 market cap or $1 million market. You know what I mean? So it's always difficult to kind of figure out what tokens are worth it or not. But the way I would encourage you guys to think about it is that everything here is most likely just one gigantic gamble, and you're hoping that if that one $20 investment that you make, that can turn into $1 million. You're hoping that one small investment, because you don't want to invest a lot, you'd rather do a scatter shot like poosh, 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 because by the time it shows up on YouTube, I think that it's already a good chance that it could do something fun in the future, right? But it's going to be hard. It's going to be very, very difficult. So look at channels like those, and maybe you'll find an opportunity. I'm still learning, and I'm gonna start watching channels like that myself just to figure out what exactly they're talking about. Because maybe they're talking about tokens that have $1 billion market cap. Maybe they're talking about tokens that have like a $1,000 market cap. I don't exactly know just yet, but it could be fun. Could be fun. That's for sure. Isolated leverage and cross leverage are totally different. Yes, they are. Most of you guys will probably use cross leverage. Isolated leverage is if you're really doing a risky trade, which why would you do that in the first place? And you just don't want that to affect your overall portfolio amount. So you want to keep everything separate. You know, it's up to each person. Cross, you know, you can go into the negative a little bit while you kind of wait for the position to hold on. But yeah, it's a different type of game when you go with a cross leverage. And hey, Mob, what exactly about Aave do you want me to look into? I'm happy to help, though. YieldMax has a Bitcoin ETF now paying $1.50 per dividend per month. Holy moly, $1.50 per month dividend for the ETFs. I mean, that's gonna get people buying in, of course. Like, let's go over here very fast, and let's open up Arkham. So let's just see what's going on today. Today, another 400 Bitcoin by Grayscale. That's great news here. They're starting to buy, guys. They're getting a little bit FOMO too. Fidelity bought up a bunch of Bitcoin, thousands and thousands and thousands of Bitcoin here, just bought today. I mean, come on, that's fantastic. How much Bitcoin do you want? BlackRock over here, they didn't buy any Bitcoin today. They bought Bitcoin yesterday. ARK Invest, anything today? They bought a lot of, well, not a lot, but yeah, a decent amount of Bitcoin for them, I would say. A few thousand Bitcoin for ARK Invest. So let me see. This is the best way to look at it. This is not the best looking chart here. No, okay, let me find a better one. Inflows. There we go. Bitcoin ETF update June 5th. Total net inflows $488 million. 17 straight days of inflows. I mean, this is how Bitcoin pops to the top here. That's basically how it has to happen. Where am I going? There we go. There we go. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so my bad. Let's see. Just in, Fidelity Spot Bitcoin ETF FBTC had 221.4 million inflows today. I mean, that's just crazy. Grayscale Spot had 15 million in inflows today. 900 plus million in Bitcoin ETF inflows to Bitcoin's price. What the heck are they doing? Trying to save the shark? I don't know why they just don't drag the shark out to drag the shark out. That's wild. Let's see. The BlackRock Spot Bitcoin ETF IBIT had $155 million in inflows today, so that's nice. I mean, look at the inflows. Look at that. That's just insane. Yeah. It's pretty much investors that are going to push Bitcoin to all-time highs here. It's not even going to be the ape crowd, you know, that's like starts piling money. It's going to be large-term investors. So this might actually happen during the trading day, when normally we see a lot of the big moves happening over the weekend. It's probably going to happen this tomorrow or Monday, maybe Saturday, Then we're going to have the Wall Street catching up to us, which is always a funny thing to say. Check out Zach, currently trading at 0.09 cents, hitting $1 pretty soon. Oh yeah, bye Zach. Micah, you're the man. Super appreciate your transparency. You're a gym bro. Oh, of course, guys. I like talking with you guys about a whole bunch of crap. A whole bunch of shit, whatever you want to call it, good stuff, making money, having a good time here. But like, if I don't know something, I'm just going to tell you guys, this is a YOLO. I'm going to toss 20 bucks in here and let's have a fun time with it. But I'm not going to be like, hey guys, this 5,000 market cap crypto token, this is the one I see going to $1 million. This is it. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work like that. That'd be a little bit too much. Here. And hey, Delivery Youth. Yeah, so let me skip my music here. There you go. So the reason why I say $100,000 here is for a technical reason. So if I were to zoom out on this Bitcoin chart here, and let's go over to the monthly chart. What I've done is I've done your simple Fibonacci extension, a low, a high, and then a low here. And so far this cycle, we've been pretty good at getting rejected off of these. So resistance, resistance, resistance. And then every time we get up to the next level, we have a little bit more resistance and we just have to battle through it. So in this circumstance, the next level of resistance here, if we're able to break out above this current level, which is 72,359, that's where we want to break out above. If we're able to break out, that next level is all the way up here on $103,000. if by some miracle we get past 103,000, which I think is absolutely possible. It's just that you get into like hysterical type of stuff where I don't want you guys to just buy now and say, Michael, you said Bitcoin was going to $180,000 and it didn't. I don't like you. I don't want that to happen. But if it were to break above $104,000, then you might see it come all the way up here towards 173. Now, I don't know why, but this particular Fibonacci level is doing better than other ones. So I don't know why. So if I were to do something here, like look to see where I'm at, like the low, right? The high and the low. If I were to do this on a few other charts, I don't know why. It doesn't always look the same. And I just haven't figured out the reason for that, to be honest, just yet. Monthly chart. Okay. I like how the monthly chart turned green a few weeks ago. Don't worry about the smart money concepts thing on here, though. All right. Right, low, high, low. Oh, it does match up. Okay, a few days ago it wasn't matching up. It was just driving me absolutely crazy. I'm not entirely sure what was going on. You take log off anyway. You may be looking at another level of resistance up here on 81,000. So don't be surprised if we don't take that hit there. Look at this 4-hour chart. Right, it still had some resistance. This one, not too much resistance. Some resistance. A little bit right there, not a lot. A little bit right there, not a lot. Which is why I typically stay with the other one. But there still should be something around $81,000. So don't think it's going to be some easy, we're there at 100,000. It's more likely than not that we're going to, there you go. It'll be a multi-week process. I mean, like, just so you guys can see. This process really took about 196 days. That's a long time. This process, this one, not as long. 35 days. Really spurred on, though, by, Bitcoin spot ETFs, news, inflation data, that type of stuff. And this one so far has been taking 91 days. So, it's been taking a while. But when they break out, it's still, like what? That still took 77 days of breaking out. This one was really about 28 days of breaking out. It may be a good month. It may be a good week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 2 months, 3 weeks, 3 months, who knows? But it'll be fun. That's why this entire time while this has been going like in a shitty sideways direction, that's why we've been loading up on tokens here. So eventually, when it breaks out, we'll be in good money. And Bitcoin hasn't even broken out yet, and we're already up. Oh, I know it's always hard to see this. We're already up around $700, and Bitcoin hasn't even broken out. So once Bitcoin breaks out, maybe we can pocket like $5,000 to $15,000 somewhere in that massive range that I gave you right there, and we'll see what happens next. But we're close. But that's the technical reason why I'm saying $104,000 right here. The actual number is 104,130. No, that's not it. It's 104,130. Oh yeah, it is. My bad. I keep on double guessing myself here. There we go. Boom. Yield Max Bitcoin ETF, Bitly. Oh, Biddy, there you go. Hey, appreciate that, Eric. Are we possible in a January 8th, 2024 situation where we rip up and then rip down before the bigger move up? I mean, we can always get shakeouts. It's kind of hard. So one of the big things that you guys should be looking forward to, I would say over the next few hours or next few days, is what's going to happen next week. So if you guys want to follow this later on, just go to economic calendar. At the top, it should be Market Watch right here. All right, so this week's major U.S. economic reports and Fed speakers. Go down past all this stuff. Next week's major U.S. economic reports and Fed speakers. Look at what we have here. Wednesday, CPI, year over year, core CPI, all that type of stuff. Afterwards, FOMC interest rate decision. This is going to be a 1-2 punch whether the market's going to go parabolic in the upward direction or we're going to be going all the way down to like 65, 64,000 bucks. It'll be a slam or a like slam dunk, whatever you want to call it. It'll be a great time. But it's important that you guys understand when we have this news coming out, oh my, it's going to be so stressful. I'm almost wondering if I should You know what? No. So what I'm gonna do here for next Wednesday is I'm gonna sleep in a little bit, and I'm not gonna stream when the CPI data comes out. There's enough YouTubers out there that will do that just fine. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start streaming 2 hours before the FOMC decision. I'll be streaming all throughout that, and maybe an hour afterwards, so we can listen to the speech and everything. Following that, I'll probably take the rest of the Thursday off or Wednesday off, and I'll come back on Thursday. Or maybe I'll do maybe, I don't know. It depends on how I feel about streaming so much, but yeah, we'll be having some fun on those days. It's just that there's so much big news coming out, and that following Thursday, you have jobless claims and the PPI data. Think of CPI as what you feel as inflation. Think of PPI as what the businesses and like, Microsoft's, Walmart's, how they feel inflation. It is, two sides of the same coin basically, but very, very important because PPI, if that's getting more expensive, you would anticipate things for you to get more expensive as well as they try to transfer that cost down to you. So just keep track of that. It's gonna be it's gonna be like the best day of your life or the shittiest day of your life, depending on how much you guys have leveraged into this market right now. Bass Pro Shops? I love Bass Pro Shops. Or Base Pro Shops. I don't even know what Base Pro Shops is. Crow with Knife, what is that? It's a meme coin. There are so many meme coins out there right now. Like, when we talk about meme coins, you go over here to coinmarketcap.com, you go over to meme, and we're like going down the list. But we probably go down just a little bit down to like maybe $100 million market cap, maybe like 85, 50 at the worst, But if you keep on going down here, you get some funny stuff. You get Cum Rocket, Chicken Coin, Poo, Kimbo, Hermule, Sheena Inu, Doge Eat Doge, Real Smurf Cat, Kibo Sheeb, Hoppy. You get into a lot of stuff here, and it's definitely just like Pika Boss, Baby Trump, Doge Bonk, Hund, Rain Coin. Let's go over here from 1 to 5. Market cap is like grayed out because it's just not entirely sure what this is. Dog Coin, Mago, Pepe on Soul, BNB Dog Inu, Thing, Crazy Frog. I mean, there's a whole bunch of just, shit out there, but people take gambles on this shit. It's a gamble. $727,000, MAGA Trump. If this goes up a little bit, maybe, who knows? But, you pop in like $100 into it, not even, maybe $20 into it, because you have to do the gas fees and stuff for a lot of this. You buy it and you see where it goes. Bitfloki CEO, Pepe Community, Baby Trump again, another Baby Trump. So like, there's so much going on here that it's very, very hard to keep track of it. So when you hear about me talking about any type of token that you're like, what the fuck is that? It's most likely just a crazy meme coin, but people are taking the gambles, and I'm starting to get involved more with them. Not really so much from a buying perspective, I guess, more from like a technical analysis perspective, but I will be buying some up, I think sometime later on this month, and maybe I'll have one for you guys I can look at, but it'll be something I see on social media already. I'm like, okay, let's do a deep dive into this one. What can I find? Is it good? Is it bad? Let's see where it goes, and we can have some fun with it. That type of stuff, right? And here are like, happy to see my man. Try Trump Pepe. I mean, heck, there's probably a token name like that for sure. Pretty good day overall. I think things will be interesting over the next few weeks. Oh, it has to be, especially next week. Guys, if you're going to pay attention to anything, or you guys are going to make time to watch me or any other influencer out there, or trade, or whatever you want to call us, next week is going to be the craziest week we have. That's why I'm still dollar cost averaging. Today's Wednesday, tomorrow's Thursday. Tomorrow I'm going to add another $500 into my portfolio, and then we'll have like maybe a total of like $8,000 invested, like $5,000 invested. March, April, May. So we already have 6,000. So we're going to have like $6,500 invested in this portfolio, right? $6,500 invested in the portfolio. And we'll see what that turns into, of course, over the next few weeks, once we hopefully have this good CPI data, good PPI data, and then Jerome Powell coming out and saying, oh yeah, we see that the inflation has cooled off dramatically. We definitely anticipate, cutting interest rates by September, something like that. He's never going to say something like that, don't get me wrong, but like, we're hoping. That's where things get really good. Same with Pepe. Just for fun, I was going to put $500 into Brett because he's a good friend. I'd be rich, could not buy in New York. Yep. It really depends on where you guys are at. I mean, most people go with the VPNs, but the VPNs are just kind of a sticky situation because you don't want to be caught by your local government and whatnot. like I can't say leave New York, but like I'm leaving the United States, so I have much more access to more exchanges outside the United States for sure. I'm gonna have to get another ID for like another country. Maybe I'll get an ID for Panama or Thailand. It really just depends on if I live there or not. But yeah, it's definitely interesting. Get you a Phantom wallet. Gas on Sol was way behind a penny. Let's see, gas on Sol was way behind a penny. What is that? Heck, I'm always up for anything. I don't even know if some of that was a token or not. And hey, Alan, I'm happy to see my man. Just as a little quick update for Bitcoin, everybody. We are starting to slow down enough where you're starting to see that 200 creep back up. The last time the 200 crept in here, we did manage to pop. I don't know if that's going to be the same this time here, but keep an eye on it. I don't want it to turn into one of those things where we actually break down below it and we start heading back down here towards about 70,000 bucks, which is again, it's only got $1,000 loss, but it does freak people out a little bit here. So just keep in mind, you may see a little bit of a dip here for Bitcoin pretty soon, or maybe we start heading back down here to like 70,500. I'm hoping that in the short term, we could actually just break out and start going stronger, but we've been kind of slow over the past few hours here. I mean, like this. Sideways, really, for the last 21 hours. We're going to need something to break us out here. That might happen overnight, or it might happen tomorrow morning. So let me see. I mean, again, we still have things that are moving up pretty well, like Mog's moving up, Turbo's moving up after that bad day yesterday. Popcat's still more sideways after a really good move here a while ago. Anything else really popping off here? Floki doing okay. It's coming down a little bit here, but yeah. You're seeing coins take a little bit of a breather here, so don't be surprised if Bitcoin takes one too. I'm hoping that Bitcoin just get ready to pump, but most of you guys are probably just dollar cost averaging at this point. And hey, Walter, Mike, I shared your channel with my girl. Where is your cigar? I have the one from yesterday here. I don't know where my cigar is. Oh, right there. I can find a small one to smoke with you guys here. Let me see. When it comes to cigars, though, let me see. I know I'm smoking tomorrow with a couple of friends, but I don't think I'm doing anything today. Let me see. There we go. Here's a tiny one. This is a La Flor Dominicana. I love these ones. Little tiny smokes, and they're good. It beats the Davidoff here. The Davidoffs, they take forever. So do I got the matches still? That's the question. There we go. Yeah, there we go. My lighter is out of fuel right now. Let me see. Yeah. The nut coming from that sucker. Let's close this back up. No Cubans for today, though. There we go. Definitely a good cigar, though. Oh, there's the cutter. I have like 4 cutters. Some are cheap, some are expensive. There you go. Well, that was a miserable puff. Let me see. Get a couple in my hand. There we go. All right. All right. Try number 2 here. Burn the phosphorus off for a second. There we go. Almost there. Just need to get that little bit of a tip right there. There we go. And back over to Bitcoin here. And hey, Puma, happy to see my man. Multi-second puff pat pass. I don't want no hassles in the future, i.e. VPNs. Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you want to go the crazy route, you can always go my route, which is like leaving the United States and just going to like Thailand or Panama. I'm still not entirely sure if I want to move to Thailand or Panama first. It really depends on how much it costs to move to each place. And then the visa situation for each place, because I'm still trying to figure out which one would be best for me, and like how long, if I go to Panama, how long do I want to live there? If I go to Thailand, how long do I want to live there? I know a guy, he's another YouTuber, not in the crypto space, but he's a big one. A couple actually, and they live in Thailand, and they're good friends of mine, so I can always go over there to Thailand. But then in Panama, I also have friends down there, and you know, I fancy a Latina, so you know, there's few things over there. Here's my leader. And hey, Oof, what about Wojak do you want me to talk about? I'd be happy to talk about it. Just let me know if you're talking about day trading or swing trading, something like that. I need a nice fancy zipper lighter. I have one. I have one somewhere in my house. I actually have like a really nice zipper lighter. I even have the fuel for it in my garage. I just don't know what I did with it. I have my nice ST DuPont lighters. I'm still hoping Ma goes a lot higher. This thing has been a great hold for me so far. Even though I bought it late, it's still been good. All right, let me go back over here very fast. Because get rid of all this extra stuff here for now. Yeah, that 15-minute chart definitely is still bearish here just a little bit. But everything else still looks green, you know? The only way I think I get bearish on Bitcoin is if we break down below like $66,000. That's the only way I get bearish on Bitcoin, and nothing would suggest that that's going to happen here, which is good. Today is really that big day where we have the opportunity to break out and go to all-time highs and stuff like that, but nothing that really is getting in the way of that so far. You can even see this really ugly downtrend right here. We're just trying to break out above that and go higher. That's really it. How are futures looking today? They're green right now. Nvidia passes Apple in market cap as second most valuable public US company. Good. I don't like Apple too much anymore. Apple has not been my favorite stock for a while now. Well, I guess it never was my favorite stock, but it hasn't been on my top list for a while now. FTC prepares to sue the largest US alcohol distributor alleging secret kickbacks. Of course the alcohol industry has kickbacks. Ultra thin battery that can fit onto your eyeball? What the heck, ew. I don't want to have a battery on my eyeball. Top news app in US has Chinese origins and helps write fiction with the help of AI. Oh, cool. Will Bitcoin reach $1 million milestone in 2025? I love how people are talking about that now. Because remember, all of this is designed to get clicks. And so what they're putting up is what they think you guys really want to see. So they think you really want to hear about Nvidia or the FTC or Lululemon shares, you know? When in reality, all I care about, you know, unless you guys want to jumpstart your future with Al Roker, he has some nice tailored clothes, though. Oh, the Trump-Georgia election case is halted. You know, this was good news. Why is Trump token down if his case is halted? That's interesting. You know, lots of different stuff. How's the dollar index doing? Oh, it came down. Oh, guys, if we break down below this support level, it's over. I mean, Bitcoin has to go to all-time highs then. It's happening sooner than I thought, but it's happening. Look at that. What just happened a few minutes ago that led to this? 445. Here, hold on. Go over to FX Street. Anything new here? Forex news. Oh. So something happened in Australia, it looks like. Oh, yeah, the EU has some decisions to make as well this week. Yeah, I'm hoping. Okay, we're in a good spot with the dollar index, you guys. I'm literally just waiting for this to break down and all of a sudden Bitcoin will pop. How's oil doing? Oh, jeez, I always figured about COVID wick. Oil's been coming down too. Look at this. They started entering the strategic petroleum reserve again, so it's been helping out the prices. Hold on a second here. How gas prices doing them? Hopefully this has been helping on inflation, especially if oil prices are going down. Yeah, gas prices are down about 7 cents over the last week. 15 over the last month. Not bad. They're only down 5% over the 5 cents over the last year, though. That's abysmal. That's absolutely abysmal. But you know, it is what it is. I think we're in good shape here, guys. Just waiting for that next big move as far as what do you call Bitcoin's concerned. I am frugal. Still use Bic lighters. So you can't use Bic lighters with cigar. I mean, you can, but it messes with the flavor, so you can't do it. Get yourself a match. I mean, match is the best way to go. They have these really nice long cedar matches that are really good, and you can just light them up, and it burns for like a good 15 to 30 seconds, maybe even longer than that. And you can just go puff, 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 let it sit for a little bit, puff, 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 until it's good to go for you. And hey, Dale, you're in Thailand too? What do you call it? It's a great place from what I hear. I'm thinking of moving out towards Chiang Mai. I think that's the proper way to pronounce it. And hey, Cody, cheers, my man. Do you think if Bitcoin breaks 72K, it'll go to new all-time high? Yes. There's actually even some talk about that on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. Some people were talking about there's a large level of shorts right there. So if those shorts start getting squeezed at 72,000 bucks, I mean, you better believe it's going to be a nightmare for, everybody that's shorting Bitcoin right now. It's not where I'd want to be at this point. Latinos are the best, you dog. And contrary, do you think it breaks down below 69K, it'll go to retest the triangle breakout? Yeah, it'll most likely go all the way down there. I mean, for now, because we're managing to hold, you're worrying that it's mostly going to break down below this, right? If it breaks down below 70,604, then yeah, it's most likely to come all the way back down here towards the 69 levels, probably at the worst all the way down here to 66,800, basically 67,000. But yeah, I'd probably say throughout this, if we do break down, it'll retest that. Now, that would happen over a period of multiple days though. This is a 4-hour chart. Most likely right now, it may just come back down here and do a dip and a rip type of effect. Not so much that it's going to fall down there. You'll know, but though, by having that support level. There's been a big history of fake outs for Bitcoin, which is kind of sad, or not sad, but annoying. You know, where, you know, Bitcoin's on the verge, we dump, and then we go up, and everybody gets ticked off. This happens on small scales and grand scales. A lot of volatility, you know. Big, massive spikes come back down. People panic like, oh, fuck that. And then, of course, it runs back up. You know, just make sure you have some positions open, whether it's day trading, swing trading, or long-term investing, or dollar cost averaging, excuse me. And those will usually do the trick for you. Because again, at this point in time, you're at a big level of resistance, a massive level of resistance. And so it's okay if you have to wait a little bit longer for that resistance to break. Heck, you know, I'm fine if it breaks next Wednesday when we have all that good news. I'm just personally looking at the way the time is working for us. We should really break out well before Wednesday. We should be breaking out sometime today, tomorrow, the day after. You know, we shouldn't be waiting until next Wednesday. I'm hoping next Wednesday gears us up towards 80,000, 85,000, etc. But this wall right here, it has to be chewed through if you guys want to make some good profit there. The Pepe bull run was insane. Oh yeah, it definitely was. I was notified my lease was renewed without a raise. Oh geez, there you go. What do you call it? I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. But you know what? I live in Washington. Washington's a pretty expensive place to live. They love to get you to pay more. Like, what is it? Let me see. There you go. This is my old apartment before I moved into this house. You know, the city living. What are the prices for it now? Pet policy. Max weight of pets is 35 bucks or 35 pounds. Yeah, I had a variation of this room. Oh, no, it's not 540 square feet. There you go. This one, yeah. This is basically my unit, but if you zoom in a little bit. Dining room that I never used. The bedroom was nice. The kitchen was fine. Closet 1, closet 2, closet 3, closet 4. It was absolutely hilarious. I actually had my TV in the corner right here in the wall mount. And then I had my sofa kind of like curling around the wall. There's just too much empty space for me to do anything with. Like there was so much, like for one person, this was actually too much space. Now I have like an 1,800, like 2,000 square foot house, and I don't use hardly any of it because I don't need to. The only good thing, like the best thing about these houses though, or these apartments, is you get a view of the water. That was the best thing about these. But how much they cost now? View photos. There you go. See the water right there? Yeah, because there's my car right there. They bought it after COVID or during COVID because nobody was paying their rent. And so because nobody was paying the rent, the family that owned it, that was like maybe 3 or 4 families, they were losing so much money they had to like sell it, which is kind of sad because, you know, you'd rather have it be in the hands of a few families rather than a big big business, you know, the real estate mogul people. They ruined the whole place. And hey, Trev, happy to see you, my man. Make sure you have funds for a living so you don't have to sell. Oh yeah, that's true. There you go, right there. That's something that people usually don't actually think about all too much, though. They typically put all the money in there, so they have to get it back in a short amount of time. So they sell it, and then Bitcoin goes sky high, which is definitely a pain. And that cost, oh yeah, 11 wins. There you go. This has been a good day for scalpers, I'm sure. Look at all those moves here. I'm not even just with Bitcoin, though. I think even Ethereum was making some good plays here. Oh, Floki's, oh no, Floki's cooled off a little bit. I was like, we might actually have some moves happening here. Lady token's doing fine. Mog is still going high. That's nice to see. And then Turbo's still trying to recuperate. Not even try to go high, just recuperate after a horrible day yesterday. But I'm okay with that right now. I mean, we're definitely looking at a decent time here. Let me get up here very fast. All that extra stuff here. Bitcoin. Let's see. Any big news from Elon here? Jim Cramer says it's time to clean up the real crypto coins. They make a mockery of the process after interviewing SEC Gary Gensler. Oh, yeah. Who cares what those two think? Vanek predicts Ethereum is going to reach 22,000 by 2030. Wouldn't that be nice? Nvidia surpasses, yeah, totally talking about that. Coinbase launches new smart wallet. Let's not worry about the sound here because sometimes the music gets in trouble with YouTube. This is how 1 billion people can become on-chain. Say goodbye to seed phrases. They were too long and hard. Say hello to passkeys. I don't know. I don't want them necessarily tracking as my stuff, if that makes sense. Could be interesting for simple stuff, yeah. SEC Gary Gensler says crypto exchanges are doing things the law would never allow the New York Stock Exchange or traditional exchanges to do. I don't know. I feel like the SEC lets the Wall Street get away with a lot of stuff, if you ask me. I think they get away with a lot of stuff. BlackRock and Citadel plan to launch a new national stock exchange. I'm super excited about this. You see how I don't really like much stuff, but I like this one? It really is going to be something fantastic. Fantastic. Spot XP. Spot XRP ETF. Holy shit, 2025. I don't know about that. I mean, they really got to get these lawsuits over with and just they gotta fix this shit soon. It's taking way too long. Way too long here. The neighbors have chickens and cattle. There you go. Oop. Okay, hold on. There we go. Sorry about that. Thought about Elon. Any chance of a rally? The neighbors have chickens and cattle. Oh, well, that. Hey, Michael. Thought about Elon. Any chance of a rally? It's a low chance, but I think it's there. You're really doing a play for altcoin season, though. Really doing a play for altcoin season. We'll move on then. Christian Webster advice. Oh, what? I don't even know what's going on. Oh, don't worry, guys. There's always going to be trolls out there. It's not a big thing. It's not necessarily a big thing at all. I kind of think the market pump is more debasement than new buyers. Let's see. I think it's a mix of both, but right now I think it's really fueled by the ETFs kind of buying up some Bitcoin there. I'm surprised how much Wall Street is really gotten into this, to be honest. Argentinian partnership with ADA soon. Oh, that's always a plus there. ADA has been lagging a lot too. All right, I'll call. No, sorry. I got to make a call here very fast. I'll talk to you guys a little bit tomorrow. I just hung up on a friend that like, because I was still streaming with you guys. This is an important call, so I got to take it here. I'll be with you guys later on tomorrow, but tomorrow I'll probably be streaming a little bit earlier because I have to do a meeting later on that night around like 6 o'clock or 7. So I need to be at the place at 6. So if I start streaming at 5 or 5:30, I won't be there in time, obviously. So I might start streaming a little bit earlier tomorrow, and I might do 2 streams, one around 4:30, and then one around midnight. That way we can have the double effect. And then Friday, I'll just do the one stream maybe around like 4 o'clock or 5. That way I can get out of the house a little bit early because I got to go help my grandparents out. My grandparents are going up to visit my sister at college, and they're bringing all of her stuff back down here. I was going to help them out, but then I was like, I don't really want to because I have like tons of phone call meetings, and I don't want to have like a professional phone call meeting like in the car on the way up. You know, it'd be kind of sucky. So I'll see you guys a little bit later on. Don't worry about Christian, guys. Don't worry about it, guys. There's always going to be trolls. You guys will have a good rest of your day, and thanks for watching.